So I've mentioned in a couple of other videos that I make jewelry, and this is a small selection of some of the jewelry that I made. And what I'm doing today is I am doing some polishing. Because I use copper a lot and I don't actually give it an artificial patina, it tends to age and the color of the copper darkens. Well, when I'm polishing it, it brings back that nice shiny look. Some people actually like the more aged copper look. You can tell the difference right there. Some people like to have other forms of finishing on their metals. A lot of times I will choose my gems, my stones, to actually kind of go with the color of the metal. So this right here, this is sultanite. It's very similar to zoltanite, zarite. It's a diaspore, which means that basically it changes color. Under the light that I'm under right now, when I look at it, it looks green. You can see some of the green highlights in the light. It's quite interesting. It shows up more brown amber on the phone, on the camera. This is a bracelet that followed a pattern by, I can't remember her last name. First name Dale and nickname is Cougar. Anyway, it follows a pattern that she created with a little bit of differences, but I rather like the look of this. And I've got several other little designs in here. And basically I just want to kind of clean up and polish some of this. Some of these are already on my Etsy store and on Artisans Cooperative. This one right here, kind of cool because I did this in copper and brass and I got commissioned to do one like this in sterling silver. I've got some little necklaces here. Both this one and this one here are the sultanite. Now, zarite and zoltanite are not cheap. They are not cheap by any stretch. So the artificial sultanite gives you a much more affordable gem with the same color changing properties. It's kind of like not everybody can afford a diamond. Most people can afford a CZ. Not everybody can afford a moissanite. Most people can afford CZ. So I work with lots of different types of stones. I've got moissanite, I've got CZ, I've got glass gems, some of which are quite pretty. This is one of my copper rings with obsidian. So when I'm doing some of the polishing, I like these rubber tips like this because they actually will clean it off really quickly. Now this size doesn't necessarily get into the deep crevices, but that's what one this size helps with. The only problem with these tips is they kind of wear down a little faster than I'd like. And this is several different grains for working on the metal. And of course you have your standard buffing wheel, which just kind of helps get rid of some of the tarnish. This right here didn't cost me very much. I actually got it off of Temu, and it works not bad at all. I've got a larger version of it that's a little more powerful, but this is perfect for traveling. It does help me get rid of tool marks on metal and helps when I'm polishing and buffing. So anyway, that's a few of the things I've made. Like I said, some of them are already on my Etsy site and Artisans Cooperative site. Now, if you are an artist and you've never heard of Artisans Cooperative, they're a fairly new website. I think they're just a little over a year old. And it is a place for just handmade goods. So it's not as large as Go Imagine. It's truly not as large as Etsy. But Etsy has kind of moved away to some degree from the truly handmade stuff. And there's, how to put it, more variety of product. There's also a lot more sellers. Something nice about Artisans Cooperative is there is not near as many sellers on there, and you still have customers coming through. I've actually sold a couple of pieces of jewelry through there, and that's with having only had a couple of things listed. Okay, I will actually put a link to Artisans Cooperative in the information of this video. Thank you for joining me today, and have a good day.